Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 of the BroncCast, the official Cal Poly Pomona Athletics podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Lobe, the Assistant Athletics Director for Communications here at CPP. If you were watching this episode on YouTube, you'll notice I'm opening the BroncCast on location at Innovation Brew Works on the campus of Cal Poly Pomona, right across the street from Kellogg Stadium. Innovation Brew Works is a professionally managed cafe and brewery, but it also serves as a learn-by-doing brewery laboratory for CPP students, alumni, faculty, and the general public. Echoing the learn-by-doing philosophy at Cal Poly Pomona and corresponding with the brewery's official tagline, crafting and education, students acquire hands-on experience with brewing and brewpub operations here at Innovation Brew Works. Innovation Brew Works is open 7 days a week. They also host bingo on Tuesday nights and trivia on Thursday nights. Both begin at 6 p.m. They are open to all ages and are free to play. For more information about the location, the hours of operation, the menu, and or the experience that builds upon CPP's philosophy of learn by doing, visit their website at ibrewworks.com. Now back to this week's podcast, which features two student athletes from the Cal Poly Pomona men's soccer team. I sit down with senior Jordan Aldama and junior Jerry Ramirez. We discuss the success the men's soccer team is having so far this season, highlight a couple CCAA Player of the Week awards earned by Jerry this season, chat about the historic career Jordan is having, get into what it takes to be a student first, athlete second, talk about grilling and baby oil, then finish it off with some trivia to see how well Jordan and Jerry know their own teammates. So without further ado, here it is, Season 2, Episode 4 of the BroncCast. All right, I am here with two CPP men's soccer student athletes as they prepare for the final two home games of the regular season coming up on Friday and Sunday. Let's do some introductions, starting with Jordan.
Hi there, my name's Jordan Aldama. I'm a goalkeeper here for the CPP men's soccer team. I'm a senior, and yeah, nice to be here. Thank you.
And Jerry.
Hey guys, I'm Jerry Ramirez from the men's soccer team, and I am a striker on the team. So there we go.
What's your hometown?
Oh, I am from Corona, California, so 30 minutes away.
Yeah, and then I'm from Torrance, California, so it's about like an hour drive.
Very good. Well, thanks for being here. I know that you're getting down to the end of your season, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here with us here on the BroncCast. To get started, you guys got off to a slow start this season. You went 1-2-1, then had a huge upset victory over Azusa Pacific, which was ranked 5th in the nation at the time. And then you continued that success with a convincing win over Cal State LA here at home to wrap up non-conference play. You have now gone unbeaten in your last 10 matches and are 6-0-2 in the CCAA, sitting in second place. What was it about the Azusa win that got you guys kind of rolling the way you are now?
Yeah, so I would say after the Azusa game, I would say we realized how far potential can go. I would say like you said, we struggled in the beginning, but that's because we were also like trying to figure out our true identity, get the relationships with the guys, a lot more cohesive and whatnot, because we do have a lot of new guys. So it took a while, but once that win came, we kind of started building momentum, and like you said, the ball's been rolling now. So yeah, it was just a matter of like being patient. We knew we would be in this position that we are in now. It was just, like I said, just being patient and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all can say that it was a pretty long learning curve that we had at the beginning of the season. We took a lot of losses that like just really hurt deep down, and I think that just really kind of motivated us to stay disciplined and just stay motivated and kind of just believe in our system, believe in each other as players. And from there, like, I don't even think we really got rolling after the Azusa game. It took a couple games after that to really, really get rolling and just starting to rack up the wins from there. And just at least at this moment, we're doing really well. We're hoping that we can keep doing really well and win these next couple games.
Jerry, this question is for you. It probably had something maybe to do with the fact that you had to sit out the last, or at least the 2020 season because of COVID, and you didn't get to meet your teammates, right, off the bat, or it just took some time to get bodies back into shape. Is that part of what it was? Is that just you didn't play for a whole season?
Yeah, for sure. Like a year without like actual competitive sports and at least competitive games, like when coming back into preseason, it's tough, not everyone's super fit, not everyone's as sharp. So those first couple games really like showed that for us, like, because we were not as sharp, not as fit, we weren't really as laser focused as we should have been. But just as long as everything kept on rolling, we started to find our stride.
And Jordan, you've kind of seen this before. Back in 2019, you guys went 0-3-1 to start the year, then went on a tear. You went 12-2-2 the rest of the way. You picked up a CCAA tournament title in the process. It's definitely how you finish, right?
100%. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's kind of, I guess, a reoccurring theme here at a CPP that the men's soccer team usually gets off to slow starts. I know even prior to when I was here, I heard that was a thing. And I'm not sure exactly what that is and what that's down to. But yeah, after the first 4 or 5 games, it really gets rolling, and that's where things come alive. And 100%, it's not about how you start the race, but how you finish, like us being resilient, not giving up, not going away from our system, trusting. We just trusted the process, and you tend to see that pattern go on over seasons here. It's not the best start, but you trust the process. You buy into what your coaches believe, and it ends up working out.
And that's worked out, that's for sure. Jerry, 2-time CCAA Player of the Week. Congratulations. You won the award this week after 3 goals and assists against Cal State Monterey Bay and Cal State Dominguez Hills. Then you won the award 2 weeks ago after scoring a hat trick against Cal State East Bay. You're second on the team in points with 18, thanks to 8 goals and 2 assists. You didn't even score any goals or record any assists until you played in your 9th game this season. And so you've done all of this within the last 5 games. What's the difference been between the first 9 games and the last 5?
Oh, there's for sure a lot of things that went into it. I think the biggest thing, at least for me, was I came into the preseason and the season from like a 5-month-long injury. So it really took me a while to find my stride. I came in a little bit like overweight. We would have jokes about it, but I was a little slow at that time, but I really started like just lock in, get fit, started to get more touches in and stuff like that. And right now at this moment, I'm feeling really good, really sharp, really confident in my abilities. And I'm hoping that the goals keep on rolling in.
I failed to mention this at the top of the BroncCast, but literally, we're recording this on Wednesday afternoon, and just about an hour and a half ago, it was announced that you guys were ranked 7th in the super region. The top 10 go to the NCAA tournament. So you guys are inside, the top 10 that you need to be at the end of the season. A caveat to that, you just got to keep winning. Any hiccups, you could drop out of the top 10 and all of a sudden you're on the outside looking in. But yeah, that's a tremendous accomplishment to be ranked in the top 10, especially in the first NCAA regional rankings. And you guys are there at number 7. So keep up the great work, and hopefully you guys will get back to the NCAA tournament for the sixth straight year, which is pretty impressive. And part of this whole part of the success that you guys have had is not only Jerry scoring 8 goals and 2 assists, especially the last 5 games, but Jordan, you haven't allowed a goal the last 531 minutes. You've earned shutouts in the last 5 games. You have 10 shutouts in your career. which is something you probably don't know, but you are tied for fourth all time in CPP men's soccer history with 10 shutouts. You're also number 3 in program history with an 0.87 goals against average. So, I mean, that's saying something right there.
I didn't know that. That's actually awesome. That's fascinating to know.
Yes. So you came here after 2 years at Cerritos College, and on Sunday, you'll play your last regular season home game ever. Looking back on your career, what's the thing you'll remember the most about your collegiate playing days? Maybe something you'll miss.
What I remember the most is probably like the relationships. Of course, it's always a great time on the field. It's you're happy every time you're out there. But aside from that, like the little stuff of being in the locker room with the guys, traveling with the guys, like how you all build relationships with each and every one, how you like develop a bond and a friendship that will last for 10 plus years. I think that's what I've enjoyed the most, definitely. Like you said, I went to Cerritos my first 2 years. I still keep in contact with those guys, and I know it won't be any different from when I leave here. So yeah, the relationship's definitely the best part.
What would be the highlight? I mean, and maybe it's to come. I don't know, but I hope it's to come. That the highlight I know you're probably hoping for is a national championship. But up to this day, what's the highlight up to this day of your career?
Well, for being at CPP, it's definitely the conference tournament in 2019. Being a part of that. Also doing well enough to earn like all tournament honors and defensive player of the tournament. That's definitely a big highlight here for my CPP career. That it's just great. And then if you go back to my first 2 years at Cerritos, I won a national championship there at the JC level. So to do that, to be the number 1 JC school out of all JCs in the United States, that was also really massive. So those are my 2 biggest highlights right now, I'd say, for sure.
All right. And Jerry, you transferred from California Baptist last year. You played 21 games there for the Lancers. You scored a pair of goals your first 2 years there. You've played soccer at 2 different levels now, because CBU is now at the Division I level. What's the difference between Division I and Division II in your eyes?
Generally the difference would be like squad depth, but there's not really a difference with our team with that, because our squad depth is pretty like ridiculous, and Jordan can probably talk to you about that as well. But realistically, I didn't really see a difference, because us here at CPP, we're a phenomenal team, like we could go out, you can put us against any D1 team and we'll hold our own, so realistically there's no real difference between all that.
You guys and you guys kind of got a little bit of a taste of the Division I level and even a higher level on Sunday when you got to play on the home field of the LA Galaxy. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I would say that was phenomenal, just especially for me, it's like my senior year too. So to play in a professional stadium, on top of that, we got a win. I mean, Jerry scored a goal. I got a clean sheet. Like it was, it was definitely like a memorable experience for sure. Yeah, it was awesome, I'd say.
Jerry, what do you say about that?
No, I found it really cool too, because like even after I scored my goal, I just like ran into the corner like how all the pros do, did the little knee slide, so
I took notice of that. I didn't make it to the game, but I was watching online and I did notice that and then everyone went and followed you. Just
yeah, like once one
just for the heck of it.
Yeah, once one person does it, everyone wants to do it. So it was pretty cool doing that, So I was just picturing all the fans there one day, It's a really cool experience.
You kept your shirt on though. That was good. Max did not earlier this year. And but yeah, glad you kept your shirt on.
If it was a game winner, the shirt would have came off.
Okay. All right. You did upset Cal State Dominguez Hills They were 13th, ranked 13th at the time, and you guys won convincingly 3-0. So congratulations, that's a huge win. I know that's not technically their home field, but going into their territory to win as good as you guys did, that's great work by you guys. Transitioning somewhat out of the actual game and playing soccer on the field, as student athletes, you're forced to multitask in so many different ways, trying to balance soccer with academics. How hard is it to keep up on your grades while in season, and you're traveling and doing all the things that you have to do as a soccer player?
I would say you definitely have to be proactive. You have to, from speaking, for the men's soccer team, we all have like weekly like schedules, a monthly calendar that we all fill in prior to the start of the season. So we know when our assignments are coming, especially after you get between like the 6th and 9th week too of the semester, when midterms are coming and projects are coming, it gets, it can get a little congested there. So definitely the biggest thing I would say is being proactive. If you can get ahead, definitely get ahead. Do an assignment before too. But yeah, it could be difficult, especially if you're taking on 5 classes and 3 of them are for your major, let's say, and only 1 or 2 are an elective. The workload can get heavy, and it's just about trying to find a balance. And like I said, the most important thing I would really say is being proactive.
Jerry, what is it for you?
I think it all comes down to just being able to manage your time correctly, because the practices, games, traveling, that all takes a lot of time out of you. But just being able to find those gaps in between is what's really gonna help you and be able to like keep up with your grades and everything. I would say the hardest thing about it is just the fact that you're physically tired, like, and you're doing these assignments and everything like that. It's more of like a mental thing at that point, just being able to mentally get everything done on time.
Not many people get to be on a college team and go to the cool places that you get to go and see all the things you get to see. Take me through what a typical road trip looks like for your team. You've been on a couple of them. You went up to Sonoma and San Francisco, and then you went to Monterey Bay this past weekend. Take me through kind of what the daily itinerary is for your team, and kind of what it looks like when you have, an afternoon start, as opposed to maybe a 7 p.m. start. And I'll let anyone kind of talk about that.
I'll go for it. Usually on road trips, I like road trips. Because when you're doing your road trips, that's when you really get connected like with your team and stuff. Because when you're on like a 6-hour long bus ride, that's when you can have like some real conversations and stuff, play games in the bus. Like this past bus ride, we were playing cards in the back of the bus with all of us. And even our coach was playing with us too. It's just a bond that you create, like off the field, and that will help like on the field as well. And when it comes to just preparing for the game, like those long trips, like even though like we're visiting cities like San Francisco and stuff, like beautiful cities like that, that kind of get your body a little tired, so it's just kind of mentally being tough for those games, being able to just mentally be there, be focused for those games, even though your legs might hurt a little bit more and stuff like that.
Yeah, Tyler, I'm gonna walk you through actually our last trip. Quite long, maybe a little boring, but this is literally what we did to the T. We got to school like normal time, probably like 9:30, between 8:30 and 9:30. We had training, we showered, we had lunch, we got on the bus, 6-hour bus ride to Monterey Bay. I think we stopped like 2 or 3 hours in to get gas and get like snacks or food if someone was hungry. Like there was like a Subway nearby and whatnot. So if you wanted a snack, go ahead. But we got gas at the same time. Get to the hotel. I want to say we had dinner already by the time we got to the hotel. We had a team meeting about how we're gonna prepare for tomorrow, and that's it. It was lights out, or you go to your room. So you probably had like an hour or two, and that's probably where some guys did homework and whatnot. But very long, not too exciting. That's why we say they're business trips. We're there for a reason, for a purpose, to go get the 3 points and come back. And thankfully, luckily enough, we're able to do that.
Absolutely. So you get there. The game was Friday night. You get there Thursday night. You wake up Friday. What time do you wake up? What do you do? I mean, it's a long time until 7 p.m.
Oh yeah. So I believe we had an 8 a.m. breakfast. So breakfast from like 8 to 8:30. After that, we had activations and like walkthroughs. So what we went to jog around the hotel, do like some light stretches and whatnot. And then we created like a mini field, I guess, of like the pitch size. And then you find out who the starters are, and then you like kind of just have a debrief about the game, like, oh, this is what we're gonna do, blah 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 blah. This is what you do in this scenario. This is what you do in that scenario. So it's more. That's what we did. By that time, it's already like 10 probably. Go back up to your rooms, relax, sleep, whatever you want. We had like a 3 or 4 hour break, because then it was lunch around 2. After lunch, like lunch 2 to 3, and then after lunch, I think we depart the hotel. It was like 4:15, 4:30 or something like that, to get by the field by 5. So okay. Yeah, very like to the T stuff that usually we do on trips.
And then you guys stay there that night after your game, Monterey Bay, and take the bus home then the next day.
Yeah. So when we finished the game at Monterey Bay, it was like already 9 p.m. And then when we still get dinner after and then drive back to the hotel, keep in mind we still have to shower before we go to sleep. So yeah, it gets late. It gets to 11:30. It gets pretty late. And then, but the following morning, had an early breakfast, like I believe 7:30. So that way we're on the road by 8 a.m. and boom, we're back here and go sleep in your bed at home. Cause I don't know, as a team, we prefer to get home like at 1-2 p.m. rather than 4 or 5, especially if traffic can build up,
I will say, and I'm going to put head coach Matt O'Sullivan on blast here. He was, even before the season started, he was very worried about this particular weekend because you have a late game at Monterey Bay, and then either you come home really, really late at night and early in the morning, or you stay there and come home the next day, and then you have to then kind of regroup and then play a really tough team in Cal State Dominguez Hills the next day. It's that was a tough road trip, I'm sure.
Definitely. I mean, even to mention too, Saturday, when we got back like around 1-2 p.m., we had training. So we trained as well. And then, we went home to relax. And yeah, like you said, Dominguez the next day. But yeah, it didn't look pretty on paper, but we got the job done.
Yeah, you did. Well done. What are your majors, and what do you guys want to do with your degrees upon graduation? Jerry, let's start with you.
Yeah, right now I'm a business administration with MHR major, and hopefully I get to play professionally after my career. So, but with that, I would like to just expand with me and my family's business. So hopefully from there we can just work with that.
Okay. Jordan, what about you? What's your major? What do you want to do with it?
Yeah, so I'm a psychology major, and what I want to do is go to grad school actually, because I want to be a school psychologist. So yeah, just as a kid, like I had like a couple of mentors and peers, and like the school system looked out for me. And then as I got older, like my freshman and sophomore year of college, I was a high school coach, so I got to work with kids as well. And then just like the way I grew up, like my mom raised us like going like to church schools and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I was always like working with like other kids, always around other kids, and I don't know. It's just something like rewarding about like, I don't know, helping out children. So that's what I want to do, a school psychologist, and then hopefully after that, maybe like 5-10 years after that, I want to open up my own business where I can conduct like psychological services, such as like, like being like LMFT essentially, while still being a school psychologist. So yeah, that's a little 5-10 year plan.
Okay, wonderful. Jordan, on your bio, you claim to be a grill master.
Oh yes,
Explain this a little bit.
Yes. Okay, so growing up, used to like doing barbecues and whatnot, and or like my mom really liked to do like barbecues, and as I got older, I started like taking over and like doing it. So like what do you want to do? Chicken, carne asada. You want to do sausages. I even have a smoker. I have a grill. So yeah, I'm not a professional, but I definitely have fun in there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jerry, you claim to put baby oil on your arms so defenders can't pull on you. Is that why you're having success? And maybe you're using more baby oil the last 5 games than you did the first 9 games?
No, that's not why. I used to do that a lot. Like I really do. I haven't done that lately, but I just now that you're bringing that up, I should start doing that, because just in these past like 2-3 weeks, like I've like sprained both my shoulders, because like in my position, I have to like kind of like go like this and like hold defenders off, and like they'll pull my arm down and like twist it, and like these past 2 weeks, I sprained both of them, and like they're just like not as strong at the moment. So I got to start doing that so they can't do that.
Yeah, let's get on that. We don't need you with sprained shoulders, dislocated shoulders heading into the playoffs.
No, thank you. We all need to stay healthy.
Oh, baby oil. I love it. All right. Changing gears now. We're going to play a little bit of trivia. For this game, to buzz in with the answer, you will yell your name and raise your hand at the same time. So, for example, you go, Tyler, like that. All right. You must let me finish the quote or the question before you buzz in. Okay. And the person with the most points will get nothing. It's really just, bragging rights and because the points don't matter. Just kind of like whose line is it anyway? That show?
Yeah.
That show don't matter anymore. This battle is a battle to see who knows your teammates better. Okay. We did this with the women's soccer team, and I want to try it out with you guys to see how well you guys know your own teammates. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
I got to find me a pen. I'm going to keep score, even though the score doesn't matter. Hold on a second.
All right.
All right. First question. Which teammate played one season at Bethesda College?
Jordan.
Jerry.
Jordan. I think it was Jordan.
It was that dude.
Yes. What's his first and last name?
Oh, sorry. Yes, it was Eduardo Faria.
There we go. What's his nickname?
His nickname is Edu.
Okay. All right.
We call him Edu.
Edu.
Actually, and I believe when he first got to CPP, his nickname was Little Edu because there was someone else named Eduardo as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little
backstory.
Gotcha. All right. Which teammate can speak 4 languages?
Jerry. I don't even know.
I think I know that.
Let's go with Julian.
No.
Jordan. It's actually Edu. He speaks Portuguese, Spanish, English, and Greek.
Okay, well then there's 2 because there's another person, but I'll still give you that because I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's another one?
There is another one. Pele.
Oh.
Eugene Martinez.
Really? Well, oh wow.
Yeah, he didn't say, and this is, I have not verified this.
Okay.
This is only what he's put on his bio. So that's only what I'm going by. But he says he can speak 4 languages. He didn't say which ones, but yeah.
I'd imagine one is English, Spanish for sure, 2 that he speaks. I wonder what the other 2 are.
You'll have to ask him. All right. All right. Which teammate says that he was named the homecoming prince and prom king at high school?
Jerry. I'm just
Jerry.
gonna guess out there and say CJ.
No, it was not CJ. Not CJ Walker. Nope.
No.
Was it Max Laguna?
It was not.
Was it Luke? I don't even know his last name.
Yes, it was Luke. Garcia
No
Duenas.
way. Luke was homecoming king and king. Wow. Well done.
I'll give that point to you, Jerry.
No way. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was named the homecoming prince and the prom king.
Oh, well done to him.
Yes. Which teammate has a dog named Lola?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Garrett
No.
Jensen.
Dog named Lola.
See, I don't think anyone has ever brought up a dog.
I don't know. No one talks about their dogs.
That was a tough one right there.
You guys got to take another 8-hour bus trip. Maybe you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Craig Bonankin.
Oh, he does. He has like 2 dogs, actually.
There's no way I was getting that one.
Oh, wow. I don't know how. Wow. That went right over my head.
You have 8 teammates that list their hometowns outside of the United States. Which teammate lists his hometown from France? Jerry.
Thomas Gay.
Yes, correct.
He's actually my roommate. So.
Oh, there you go.
So you should know that one.
Which teammate is said to have scored 42 goals and had 12 assists as a senior in high school?
Jerry.
You should know the answer before you pop in. It's like Jeopardy. You only get 3 seconds after you buzz in.
Okay, 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Christian Prieto.
No.
Jordan. Alex Reed.
No. Gabriel Castillo.
Oh,
okay.
Very nice.
All right. Which teammate played 2 seasons at UC Irvine before coming here? Jerry.
Ateno Ejekwa.
Yes, correct. All right, Jerry, you got 4 points. Jordan, you got 1.
What? I should have.
I
have 2 with that dude. That dude's his 4 languages, and there was one more.
No.
I could have.
So what was the other one?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, so you only got 1. Which teammate lived in Johannesburg, South Africa until he was 6 years old?
Why does no one talk about their past?
Did that?
Oscar Grieselfacey.
Wow, that's awesome. It's very unique.
No.
Which teammate's dad played collegiate soccer and won the 1985 NCAA National Championship at UCLA? Jerry.
Was it Brew?
No.
Jordan.
Not Christian Brew. Jordan.
It's Joseph Scavrana's dad or something like that.
Yes, it was. Correct.
Took me a while to register.
Joe Scabrana. His dad. I don't know if he played in the game, but I know that he was a member of the team when they won the national championship. So, which teammate claims he can sing One Direction better than One Direction? Yeah, this is probably
No one even sings in our locker room.
Well, now you're gonna have to make this guy sing.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I don't know what I'm hiding.
Jerry.
Is it Garrett Jensen?
It is not Garrett Jensen. CJ Walker.
Oh, no chance.
CJ Walker.
No chance.
You'll have to ask him to sing One Direction.
I am. Oh, wow.
All right. Which teammate earned all West Region honors and was the CCAA Freshman of the Year while playing at Chico State? Jerry.
Eduardo Zacena.
Correct.
That's my other roommate.
Who are your roommates, Jordan? Do you got any?
Yeah, Ateno Ejekwa.
Okay.
Christian Brew. Okay. And Joseph Scrana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got two more here. Which teammate lists his favorite movie as Cars?
Jerry.
Isn't
that me?
Yes. Good work. That was a trick question. Yeah. Yep. Cars. What about Cars do you like there, Jerry?
Yeah, I don't know. I like racing, you know. I like seeing people race and stuff.
Okay, so. Well, that's not people. That's, an animated.
It doesn't matter. It can be people. It can be a movie. It can be animation. Just
okay.
Make stuff intense, you know.
Okay. Very good. All right, and finally, Jerry's running away with this. Which teammate is interested in becoming a wildlife biologist or environmentalist after college?
Jordan. I know this one. It is Rufino Rodriguez.
No.
So bad.
What? And maybe, you know what? Maybe he is. I don't know. He didn't put that on his bio, but this particular person put this on his bio. So, so maybe you are right on that, but I only know what's on the website bios and what you guys give me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I would have no like.
You guys have said his name twice already.
Is it Garrett Jensen?
It is Garrett Jensen. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett.
I remember when I was interviewing him on the BroncCast last fall. He was talking about growing plants in his bedroom. He was big on growing plants in his bedroom. So
yeah, actually I do know for a fact he has a few in his bedroom. He has like 4 or 5. So.
Yes.
Very true.
All right. Well, that was men's soccer senior Jordan Aldama and junior Jerry Ramirez. Thank you for being with me, and best of luck this weekend against Humboldt State and then Chico State on Sunday for senior day.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Tyler. You're a great host, and
absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Tyler, for having us. And Jordan, it was okay, bro. Like, you didn't have a chance, but so.
You cheated. You would buzz in and like take a minute to think about cheating.
Those didn't count.
It's the only reason you won.
The points don't matter, boys. the only place that the points matter is on the field. So you guys can take it out on the field on Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll do it for episode 16 of the BroncCast. I want to thank Jerry and Jordan for joining me today. We've got another busy weekend coming up in Bronco Athletics, and who better to tell you about it than our Assistant Athletics Director for Marketing and Promotions, Mike Farrell.
Thank you, Tyler. We got a whole slate of games this weekend for the Broncos, starting on Friday when Humboldt State comes down to visit our soccer programs. Women play at 12:30 and men play at 3 o'clock. The reason why we're here at Innovation Brew Works is because we're partnering with them for a gold promotion. Bring your game ticket over to Innovation Brew Works after the game and get $1 off a slice of pizza for every goal that the Broncos score. And then when you're done with your pizza, head back to Kellogg Arena to visit the Broncos as they take on Cal State Dominguez Hills in our More Than Pink game. The first 75 fans to the game will receive a More Than Pink CCAA t-shirt that the teams will be wearing in pregame warm-ups. And then on Saturday, your Broncos volleyball team plays Cal State LA in our Beat LA game at 5 p.m. in Kellogg Arena. And then on Sunday, our soccer teams take on Chico State in our senior games. Men play at 11:30 and women play at 2 p.m. The first 100 fans to each game is going to get a free Broncos soccer scarves to cheer on the Broncos. For a full schedule of upcoming action for Cal Poly Pomona teams, head to broncoathletics.com/calendar to find out more.
Thanks, Mike. For new episodes of the BroncCast, make sure to visit our website at broncoathletics.com/podcasts and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at our handle CPP Broncos. podcasts are also available for free download on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio. One last shout out to our friends here at Innovation Brew Works, located on the CPP campus across the street from Kellogg Stadium at Innovation Village. Come visit 7 days a week for some good food and craft beer to help support the Cal Poly Pomona student experience. And don't forget bingo on Tuesday nights and trivia on Thursday nights, both starting at 6 p.m. Open to all ages and free to play. Go to ibrewworks.com for more information. For everyone in the CPP Department of Intercollegiate Athletics, I'm Tyler Lobe, encouraging you to make it a great day. And as always, go green, go gold, go Broncos.